Mhm. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Why is this not loading? All right, so a lot of people are into the do-it-yourself credit repair software. I get it. It's free most of the time. You just pay for the credit monitoring. But the number one reason why it sucks is, for example, if you're using Dispute Beast and there's violations, you have no leg to stand on when you take them to court. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to take them to court. Well, guess what? Sometimes the only way to get deletions is to sue the credit bureaus or creditors. Sometimes that's your only option. Metro 2 is definitely not the option if you have high balance charge offs. I can tell you that. And I will not be on here very long. I just got back from the gym. And for those of you wondering, yes, this is the same shirt I had on yesterday, but I washed clothes last night, so I know somebody's going to point that out in the comments later. All right, so I've got to. So, yeah, it's all good as far as price because most of them let you use the software for free for purchasing their credit monitoring, which I always use Dispute Beast as an example. If you pay $49.99 for their credit monitoring, and I forgot what the name of it's called, but they let you use their Metro 2 software for free. The problem is, again, you have no leg to stand on if you have to sue the credit bureaus. And just like I said a few minutes ago, some people say, well, I don't care nothing about suing the credit bureaus. Well, guess what? Sometimes that's the only way to get the items removed is by suing the collectors, the creditors, and the credit bureaus. So why would you waste your time with something even though it's free when it's more than likely not going to get you the results that you want? Try to run this card again. Oh, it worked. I mean, it's the same with most consumer law letters. You have no leg to stand on either, depending on the law and how you structure the law in your letters. Most people, when they do consumer laws, they don't even break down the law to the credit bureaus. And if you're not breaking it down, technically they can just ignore the dispute. If you just put 15 USC 1681 EB, but you don't put what that law actually means, technically they can ignore it because you got to tell them what you want, what you're trying to do, and the purpose of your dispute. And a lot of people don't do that. What you put in your dispute letter matters. The reason why you're disputing the account is more important than the dispute letter itself. So many people think that all these laws and all these special verbiages is what gets you deletions. It's not. It's the reason why you're disputing that negative, inaccurate, and incomplete, and hopefully unverifiable account. That's what matters when creating a dispute letter, whether you're doing it yourself, whether you've hired a company, doesn't matter. That's what matters more than the template itself. Every letter you send in is technically a template in the Bureau's eyes. So when people say we don't use templates, well, then what are you sending? Even if you create it yourself, it's technically a dispute template that you're using. And more than likely, if it's a company, they're going to use it over and over on every consumer that signs up. They have a round 1 letter, a round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that they send for every single client, thinking that their letter is so special. It's got this special law in it, this special verbiage that's just going to guarantee these results. And or they're sending in FTC reports and police reports. And I'm telling you, that's not a good thing. So yeah, do it yourself is most of the time free, but you still have to pay for the credit monitoring. So let's just say you pay the $50 a month for a whole year and you get half of your credit clean. You just spent $600. That's more than what we charge for pre-litigation credit repair, where you're going to get the best results, the most money in your pocket. We're trying to get you all your money back that you spent for credit repair and then some. And the most debts waived, meaning you no longer owe the debts. Yeah, it's not free, but you're more than likely going to get your money back at the end of this when they have to litigate your file. So that's better than free. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the live chat. I'm just having my after my workout protein shake. And again, I won't be on here long. I just figured I would hop on here while I had to run a couple cards. Let's see. Give y'all a chance if y'all wanted to ask any questions. Okay, that did go through. But yeah, just because it's free doesn't mean it's the best. And I get it, some people can't afford credit repair. But when it comes to especially the Metro 2, what are you going to do if there's violations there? You can't sue if you're sending in Metro 2 dispute letters. The bureaus don't care about those Metro 2 letters like everybody wants you to think they do. They don't care about it. It's not a law. It's not a law. All right, so this one. Nope, this one. Yep. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the live chat. I'm going to hop off of here in just a minute. But again, like I said, most people will tell you, well, what if we don't want to sue the credit bureaus? Well, apparently you don't want to fix your credit. And I mean that with the most respect. Sometimes the only way to get items deleted off your credit report is by suing the creditors or suing the credit bureaus or even suing them both for not doing their job. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's a fact. That's why you're just spinning your wheels with these Metro 2 softwares and these consumer law softwares. You're not going to get anywhere. I'm not going to say it doesn't help anybody. You're going to get a deletion here or there. But as far as getting your credit report as clean as possible, you're going to need attorneys working on your behalf, not some wannabe that's sending your information to another country. And I'm just being honest here because that's what over 90% of credit repair companies are doing. They're sending your personal information to India, Pakistan, I'm sure there's other countries, paying them $5 to draft up dispute letters, file FTC reports, and sometimes even file false police reports to wipe this stuff off your credit. And what they're doing is they're committing fraud on your behalf. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for credit repair. This is not me trying to convince you to sign up for my services. I don't care who you go with. I want you to sign up for the company that you feel comfortable signing up with, even if it is to do it yourself or something like Dispute Panda. If that's what you feel comfortable doing, then by all means do it. Remember, at the end of the day, it's your money. You spend it how you want to spend it. So I will try to go live again later on this afternoon, but I got a couple of Zoom calls here in just like 2 minutes that I got to catch up on. So if y'all have any questions, I'm going to leave my number. So if y'all want to text me any questions that y'all might have, or you can email me. If you want to sign up, I'll send you the link. If you want more information, just let me know. But I'm here to help any way I can. Even if you don't sign up for my services, I don't care. I'm here to help. So again, I'll try to go live later. But if y'all need me, my number and email is in the live chat. And I will see y'all on the next live.